We're a very athletically inclined family, and so a boy for us was the perfect fit. It was what we both wanted.
I would love to go golfing, take him with me, have him ride in the cart, teach him the game.
They thought life was going to be like this, and suddenly it's completely different.
I'm Keith Alstrom, and this is my wife Sarah Alstrom, and we have a 2.5-year-old son named Levi, and he was diagnosed with autism and PDD NOS.
At his 15-month well visit, the pediatrician asked, is he pointing, is he talking? I said, no, he's not. And we slowly, I think between 18 months and 2 years, started noticing he wasn't responding to his name as often as he should be.
My best friend had a daughter almost the same age, and when they would come over, it was like a complete difference in the kid. He would try to talk, it was just babble. Levi just wouldn't focus on anything.
I made an appointment at Round Rock Children's Therapy Center with the owner, Melissa, to have Levi evaluated for speech. And again, he just cried the entire time.
He wasn't pointing, he wasn't nodding his head yes or no. None of those pre-verbal language cues had came in yet, so that's definitely something that kind of alerts me. It was very difficult, and so I just sat her down and I told her I was starting to see some signs of autism. And when she walked out of the clinic, I saw her crying in the parking lot, and I started crying inside, and at that point, I just knew I wanted to help this family.
Saw her come out, and I was like, what's wrong? And then she told me, and it was just, I didn't want to hear it. With the internet nowadays, we were nonstop on the internet, just searching every little sign, and oh, he has this, or oh, he has that. Yeah, he does do that. And certain tests, I walked up behind him with 2 pots, and I slammed him. He didn't even.
I think there is a grieving with each family that goes through this, a loss of what they thought it was going to be like. Some of them know it's coming, and they've sensed something different in their child, and they've recognized that something needs to be addressed, and they're anticipating it. But even still, it's a shock. And for many of them, right behind that shock is this sudden, what do I do about it now?
Levi wasn't changing. He was still the amazing little human who he is. And so once we realized that, we kind of went into like warrior mode, where whatever we have to do as parents to get him over this, that's what we're gonna do.
In Austin, Texas, to treat a child with autism, it is often between $35,000 to $50,000 a year. In some cases, it runs much higher than that.
Because Keith's employer opted out of behavioral health coverage, the one therapy that's credited with reversing his diagnosis was unobtainable for us. It makes you sick. It was like the worst feeling I've ever experienced in my life.
First, I just started job searching and then find out which companies cover it. I couldn't really find any.
We had already drained our savings account, paying for what we had been getting him up until that point. But we looked about refinancing our home and getting a second mortgage.
Everything we'd planned on just fell through the drain.
Yeah. Thank God we heard back from Imagine A Way.
We decided that we want to help y'all.
Really?
Really.
This isn't an interview?
No.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
I can't eat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't want anything to be wrong with your child. You don't want him to ever struggle or have issues. And so Melissa told me about you guys, and it was like the only bright spot that we had.
Children treated between the ages of 2 and 6 have an 87% chance of significant improvement in their lives.
The more we can get them in, the better, and the younger, the better. And these patterns start to form, and the older they get, the harder it is.
I'll make my mark, a heart left to
He was nonverbal, was having a really hard time with transitions, but now he has just blossomed. He is saying 2-word phrases, he's making eye contact now. He's an awesome kid.
We got him doing buttons now, which is a really great fine motor skill. That's really hard, but he loves it.
It's like a night and day difference. He makes amazing eye contact. He always responds to his name now. He's very attentive. He's very aware of his surroundings. That was so not the case before.
Melissa told Sarah that, you know, it's possible with therapy, you know, and a lot of work, you know, he may be able to go to school in a regular class. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I carry it for the days and every time.
It's not a long shot bet. If we can simply get the help to the kids, then they're going to improve. Imagine a way, our primary purpose is to help one child, one family at a time. We really see a world where every child with autism has the opportunity to reach their full potential.
Every day he's learning something. There's something new. And so that's the best part. I bought him his first golf set. We worked him on ready, set, go. So he won't swing until you say go. Ready, set, go.
Every day is a good day. Every day he makes monumental improvement. He's fighting so hard.